I call this the Hidden Falls. Alright, we're back. I'm going to paint this one. Got some issues here and there, so we'll work with those issues, but I'm just putting on the paint right now. Probably going to go up a little bit from these feathers here, kind of keep some of that raggedness. I like that. But these feathers, normally I get them from a gentleman named Brian, and Brian is an avid turkey hunter, excellent turkey hunter, and he normally keeps me supplied with plenty of feathers, and I use some of those feathers for my own practice, and others I use for charitable giving, namely the Sportsman Giving Back. But in this case, there was a tragedy took place at Brian's house, and so he lost his store of feathers and a bunch of other stuff too. Feel sorry for him, I really do. And I went to eBay trying to find some feathers to buy so that I could do the charitable giving, and came across Miss Patty Wilbanks, and I just want to thank Miss Wilbanks because she has been phenomenal to work with. If it wasn't for her supplying me with these feathers, I would not be able to have done this. And so what's neat is that she is also a YouTuber, and she does something that I never heard of, never seen before. Thought was the neatest thing in the world when I first saw it. She does handwritten Bible verses on Bible paper. Now, what does that mean? Well, it's just what it sounds. I mean, last time I heard of that, it was the Catholic monks, and they were doing that back during the medieval era. I hadn't heard anybody copying a Bible or Bible verses anytime recently, and she shows how to do it and everything. It's very neat. Tells what inks to use, talks about drying time and all that, and she's got great following, and so if you will, please support her channel. Tell her that you heard about her channel from mine. I think it's the neatest thing in the world. And I think it's interesting how all of this worked out, where the charity is still being took care of, everybody is being took care of, and everybody is being benefited. Funny how that works sometimes. Couldn't plan it yourself any better. So definitely give her a shout, tell her thank you. Thank you for helping us. Thank you for helping Sportsman Giving Back, even though she didn't even know about them. Her actions did end up contributing to helping them. But we're done with this, and we'll be back in a minute. To start off this painting, we're going to do acrylic, titanium white, but we're doing the thick body acrylic. Next we're doing lemon yellow. Next we're doing light green. Next, phthalo green, ultramarine. Next, phthalo blue. I'm going to do much more phthalo blue than the other colors so far. Next, we're going to do some raw umber. Finally, we're going to do permanent black. We're going to use this matte liquid. It's a clear liquid. Put a few drops on top of the colors to keep them fluid and working. Matte tends to keep the color true. Clear, for whatever reason, makes it lighter. So if you got, or not clear, but the gloss makes it lighter. So just something to keep in mind. I'm not going to worry about the thick body. We got our feather here. first thing I'm going to do is take a little bit of the black, get it going. Just kind of wet this a little bit with some black, not a lot, just to keep those tones going. To that, I'm going to take some of the brown, some of the blue. We're going to go in here with that. Now take a little bit of the white. We'll go with a smaller chip brush here. Okay, see how we're doing like that. Not really worried that much, just a good little background. I have here a palette knife. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take, not much, let's just mix a little bit of this yellow right here. Take a little bit of this brown, mix that up. We'll take just a little bit of blue, not much blue, and some white. And just kind of get this going good. White. There we go. And set this all to the side. I'll use my right hand here. I'll press this feather down as best I can onto the surface here. And then now, let's kind of come in here and fix this a little bit. A little bit of this water. Nice and wet. Now, we'll come up here. kind of going over this, muting this down a little bit. So this right here is a special type of brush that I like to use for grass and things of that nature. It is got little hairs, hard to see, but it's got little hairs cut into it to give this impression that, there's some type of streaks or something. I like to use it for grass. That's my favorite thing to use it for, but I thought here would be very good because I'm wanting to give some streaky impressions. I'm going to use very, very light amounts of water. Or very, very light amount of paint, very watered down. That's what I'm trying to get at. I want it to be very watered down. I want it to feel streaky. I'm going to come here. And I'm just taking a liner brush, and I'm actually using a thicker paint, which goes against what I normally say. A thin paint goes over thick paint, but in this case, I'm using a slightly thicker because that was so thin, it is starting to go ahead and dissolve, or not dissolve, but dry. So I'm just trying to get this to again, using this just trying to get this whole thing where it looks like we got these illusions going on in the background. Some of these will not even show up. And then what's that? Just kind of come over here. something like that. Okay. And let's see here. Here. And I think I'm gonna have this coming out. Alright. We'll let this dry. Alright, now that this is dried some, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this right here. Do like this. Then I'm going to take this right here. Do like that. Okay. This is just ultramarine and white is what this is. Kind of get an idea where I want the flow to be. Not much else. Do right here. And right there. And come over here and add it to the ultramarine. Like that, just lightly, lightly, lightly. Lightly, 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 lightly. And then here, I may just do some, I'll do something like that. Just, okay. Come over here. Long strokes. Again, just following this. Long strokes. Again, long strokes. It's right here. splashy things. Probably don't hurt. Do some splashes right up here. Alright. What we can do, I think, is that we can do a little bushy thing right there. Just separate that out. Okay. We'll take our water, come back here and highlight it just a little bit. We want to highlight that water. We don't want to lose the water at any cost. Dry off our paintbrush. Get most of the green out of it. We don't have to get a lot. That was phthalo green, by the way. Phthalo green and black, in case you was wondering. Just kind of tapping some stuff. Here. And what I'm doing is I'm just trying to do this right here. We'll do a little bit over here. And I just kind of want to look like there's some plants coming in here, so I'm doing the start of that. And then you can actually have some coming off here. Sap green. Let it blend in to where I painted before. I'll go ahead and used a darker color. Go back to this. I'm wanting to kind of go back in here. I'm going to go back over here. I'm not going to do too much back here, but just give the highlights that give this same plant that we got some type of stringy stuff coming along. I want something here and here. Semblance of that plant again, whatever that beady, whatever it is. Yes. And we can just kind of lightly touch right here, touch right here. Now I'm going to get right here. I'm going to take this right here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get this to start swirling around, just to be kind of darker. There we go. Get some of this. And just kind of we'll do some background splashes first. So I'm going to treat this like trees. Some blues, I've got some grays. Yeah. Then I go into the white and work my way forward. Some more white loaded up once it gets dirty. As we get around these rocks here, I would imagine that the rocks would have a little bit more whiteness to them. Come back here. I've got kind of a, I don't know, I'll smear this a little bit. I'm going to take it like that somewhere. There we go. I'm coming here with kind of an almost green tint. And then let it kind of die back a little bit. And we'll come back in here with some white. Okay, like that. Right, now I've got some black loaded up. I'm just going to do some like little bushes to frame this bottom part in. Nothing big. I'll come down here. Now I got some sap green, some black, some phthalo green, just kind of coming around here, kind of get an idea of what I want. Okay. This one, maybe a little bit more. This one. Some like that. And here. there. Because, and that kind of frames that in a little bit better. So I think I'm gonna call that done. Well guys, tell me what you think. There we go. Please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. All that does help out the channel. And also support Sportsman Giving Back. Remember, this is a charity feather. And I appreciate everything that y'all do. I really do mean it. And I will see you again next time. Bye.